Hello fellow gamers, if you're here, then that tells me you're a bit curious to know what House of Cards is. And no, not the Netflix original. I'm talking about the original roleplay created by yours truly. I will divide each of these segments into parts so it won't drag. I'll keep it as sweet and short as possible, and hopefully, this will help you viewers get to know me a little more. Before I get into what House of Cards is, I would tell you a super short story to how it came to be. It all started in this online game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Online 3 Duel Accelerator. For those of you who may not know what that is, it's a card game based on a popular manga and television series where you summon monsters to reduce your opponent's life points down to 0. Then you're declared the winner. Sounds simple, but the whole mechanic is uber complicated. So let's not get into that. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Online 3, or YO3 for short, I made a lot of friends there with the username Amaranth. I was considered to be one of the strongest players in a team called UWS, which stood for United We Stand. One silly day I was bored and I challenged one of my friends to a special gauntlet duel where they had to use one deck versus 3 of mine in a row. But if he or she were to lose, that person would start over from the beginning. The whole idea was fun and everyone got into it really quickly. I couldn't remember if someone actually won that gauntlet, but nonetheless, it was fun. Every day in that online game was all gun drops and ice cream. Until one day, we got an announcement from Konami that they were shutting it down. Despite it being just a game, most of the team was devastated from the news. We have no idea where we could go to hang out in the online world. We took phone numbers, emails, anything we can use to stay in contact. Then we said our goodbyes after the final game with Takio, the leader of that team. The whole purpose of the game was to make it awesome, memorable, fun. Our team wasn't that competitive, we were just all about fun. No sweat if you lose. Luckily, before it shut down, we migrated to Duel Monsters Expert, then to Duel Monsters Genesis and Beyond.com, a website based on sprite games. Days later, we discovered the existence of Skype. This all happened in 2012. So we've been playing Duel Monsters Genesis, or DMG for short, for quite some time until the creation of YGO Pro, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, an automatic dueling program where we don't have to play manually. And when I mean manually, I mean literally moving the cards in place, like you would do in real life. So all we have to do in the game is just select an action and it'll do everything for us. Such as life point calculation, a monster getting destroyed, and sent to the graveyard, like what you do in a video game. It's really cool, and I still use it to this day. So one day on Skype, Takio suggested we play the Gauntlet game again. Seeing as Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro has every up-to-date cards at a time, I couldn't resist. So I made 13 decks. My friends would challenge it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and if they failed somewhere along, they would have to start all over again. That is when Takio came up with the idea that it's like building a house of cards. If you screw up, it tumbles down, then you have to start all over again. And that, people, is where the title, House of Cards, came from. Well, that's the general idea of what House of Cards is. Only this time, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Minecraft. There's a lot more detail going to what the roleplay is about, but I'll save that in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Peace.